Good afternoon, Badass Artists. I'm Mia Luyando. Today we are going to work in our newer book, Peppermint Tea. We are going to explore some satiny finishes in this little hat and the bows. We're going to work with some Faber Castell Black Edition pencils today. A lot of you out there have told me that you own these pencils, so we're going to explore them today, see what cool effects we can get with them. So I'm going to zoom in. We have Fiona the fairy with us today. She's lending us some good fairy mojo. I'm going to zoom in so we can get a better look. Now I thought, let's see, what was I thinking? I want to do this one in peaches and greens and kind of some teal colors. So we'll just sort of play it by ear, see what we get as we're going along. I'm going to start with a kind of an aqua blue-green color. Now, the Black Edition, there is also a set called the Super Soft, and they have the same numbers and the same colors. So when I talk about the Black Edition, I've got the Super Soft. They're a little bit more expensive. I'm really not sure to this day what the difference is. They say these are a bit softer. I really can't tell that they are. So if you have the Black Edition set at home or the Super Soft, when I say the number, they both have the same numbers, the same colors, they're exactly the same. So don't worry about that. So I'm going to take this number 739. It's kind of a turquoise bluish green, and I'm going to go around the outer part of her brim on the hat. And I'm going to outline this darker kind of moire pattern. I'm just going to kind of fill this in. Now these pencils also are a little squeaky, and I think I've just come to the conclusion that it's the paper with these pencils, because I've used these pencils on other papers and they don't squeak. So it's just Amazon paper that makes them squeaky. And I apologize that they do squeak now and then. We're gonna press through it. It's annoying, but it's so bizarre. It really is. I'm just going to quickly outline these darker, like I said, these moire kind of ribbon patterns under the brim of her hat. Oh, I was kind of waiting for that to happen. Super Soft and the Black Edition are a little bit softer, so my super sharp points don't always hold up. Let me zoom in a little closer. And we're gonna work on making the hat band kind of shiny, like it would look, you know, if it was a satiny, silky bow. Now I'm also going to darken up this area right around her hairline. It's got a little bit of a darker shadow to it, and I want this color to really show up nicely. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Let me zoom out just a little so you can see all of it. And we'll blend this with another color so that it's not quite so stark. Now I'm also going to go up to the top Just gonna kind of piece this in. She's got a lot of greenery up here, but I definitely want to work this color in. Put that right back under the clip so it's nice and secure and it doesn't go flying off the palette. Off the clipboard, I mean. Now I'm just going to darken this one last line up and then we'll switch over to another color. I'm going to choose this kind of, this is a little bit more green, a little more minty. This is number 759. Let's zoom in a bit. I'm just going to work this color in next to that pattern that we just embellished. But we're just going to kind of fill this in. I'm just going to add this color right across the rest of the bill of the hat. And the brim of the hat. And you can do this in any color. These are just the colors that I chose today. And obviously you can follow along with any pencil brand. Just choose some similar colors, whether you're working with Prismas or Polychromos, whatever you're working with at home today. I hope you'll join me. Once again, I'm going to zoom out a little. Now we're going to add this color right underneath here. We're going to zoom into the hat and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the first part. We're going to go back to that first color. Actually, I'm going to grab a darker color first, I think. Maybe just a shade darker. I'm going to go to number 776. And I'm just going to color the edges of this hat where it's the darkest. And I'm just going to start to kind of bring this over. I'm going to do the same over here. Get this out from under again. And don't worry about the pattern here. We'll if we need to go back and bring out those embellishments later, we definitely can do that. Right now we're just worried about getting this color worked into her hat. Now I'm going to go over it with these little tiny circles, just small circular motions. It helps the next layer of pencils go on smoother and blend easier. Just nice and soft with an easy hand. Now I'm going to go back to that first color that we used around the brim of her hat, and to use the to color in the moire pattern. I'm going to go in with that color here. Again, I'm just using those small circles, small light-handed circles. And we're building up kind of a shadow on the outer perimeter of her hat. And we're just going to keep working it in towards the center. Just take your time, enjoy the process. This is art, it's supposed to be fun and relaxing. I'm going to bring this over a bit more. And you can tell this has a bit more blue in it than the color behind. It's a bit more green. Now I'm going to take the lighter color, number 759. It's more of a minty green. I'm going to continue to work this color around, more towards the center. Just keep that moving. And work this color back into the color before it. Just blend them right in together. And it will look transitional, it will look gradual. By sweeping back into that color before, you're blending it seamlessly. Just keep that coming on round. And this is where the light is hitting it full on, right here in the front. So we're going to change that color up a little bit, because that's where it's hitting that satiny fabric, and it's going to make it look shiniest. So we're going to make it a kind of a brighter color there. But right now we're just going to continue to work this color in towards the center. Just take your time with it. And by blending that color out into the color before, you're just seamlessly working those two colors in together. And finally, I'm going to get kind of a limey color green. This number 779. It's definitely a light, kind of a lemony lime color. And I'm going to add that right in the very center. Again, I'm going to work this color back into the color before, so we have a really seamless blend here. And it's just really going to make it look like this satiny fabric is just shining really brightly right in the front. And hopefully we get this shimmery effect like satin. Now I made sure this one had a bit more yellow in it because I do want it to look like the shine is coming from the sun itself and not some, artificial light source. So I wanted it to be warm and yellowy, sunny. And the most important thing is just to enjoy yourself. Just enjoy the process. Now let me zoom out and let you have a look at what that looks like. Like the sun is just casting a nice, just shining right down on the top of her. And we're gonna give her some sun-kissed face and hair. It's gonna be really cute. So I'm gonna go back in with a darker color around the brim of her hat. This number 776, it's kind of a darker teal. I'm gonna add that to the brim of her hat, just to darken that up a bit. But I didn't want it to be the exact same color as the pattern in the hat. But I wanted it to be dark, just different. And we've definitely gotten that here. Now I'm not bringing it all the way up because I want that to have that sun-kissed look on it as well. And we will go over the top with that yellow, the lemony yellow color. Let me see if I can zoom in just a bit. And I'll finish the brim with our lighter color 779, because this is where the sun is actually striking the top of the hat. And so this lighter color will be showing on the very top as well. Okay, now for the band, I think we're gonna make these like a darker orange. So I'm gonna make this kind of a medium to dark, somewhere in there. So I'm gonna start with this number 764. And I'm gonna go, let me zoom in again, if it'll let me. There we go. I'm going to start on the outer band. Definitely here where it's the shadowiest. It's underneath this little leaf under the flowers, so it's not getting a lot of direct sun. And you can see where there's like a little line here where the ribbon's probably bunched up or something like that, and it's okay to follow that around, that little seam, just to have some little abnormalities and whatnot. It lends it a more realistic vibe. From there, I'm going to get kind of a medium peachy pink color, number 732. It's kind of a salmon pink. And I'm going to continue to bring this around, just sort of like we did with the green, just sort of working my way forward. But now I'm going to start working in those little circles so that we can blend more convincingly the closer to the center we get. And I might go a little brighter orange, but for right now, this is good. And let me see. This is a bit brighter still, number 727. It's kind of a medium orange. I'm going to work this down again. This one definitely has a bit more yellow in it. And I'm just working this color back into the other oranges to warm it up a bit. And last but not least, oh, sorry about that, I hit the camera, number 714. It is a kind of a peachy yellow. I'm going to add that right here in the front. Smooth that out a little bit. Now I'm going to bring the ribbon on over so that you can definitely see where the hat ends and the ribbon begins. And I'm going to just kind of bring this over. And we're trying to make this look shiny now. Definitely giving it a shiny vibe. Let's go back out. And there you have it. So that gets us started on this cute little derby lady. She is our peppermint tea girl for the week. I think I'm going to stop there since we're already at about 25 minutes. When we come back tomorrow, we'll work on her jacket. And if we have time, we'll get to her hair and her face. We're kind of doing this in reverse order. We usually start with the face and the hair and then move to other things. But I thought, well, just shake it up this time and do it in a different order. But I hope that you enjoyed this. If this was helpful, I hope you'll give the video a thumbs up. That is very helpful for the channel, and it helps me know that it was a helpful video, so I can make more videos like it. And if this is helpful for you and you found other videos helpful as well, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. That way you'll always know when I upload a new video. I try to get a couple of videos, 2 or 3 videos out every week. I will also put a link in the description below to my Facebook group, Badass Art. Come on over, join the group, share your badass art with me. I'd love to see your pictures. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I will see you next time.